Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rebecca and I'm here to give you 5 steps to get through the coronavirus pandemic. And really, these are 5 steps that you can use to get through any hard situation in life. Now, I want to tell you just a little bit about myself. I am a licensed massage therapist. I've been doing that for almost 15 years now. And so I am not a doctor. I am not a nurse. I am a medical professional under the State Medical Board of Ohio. I cannot diagnose and treat, but I do get updates from trusted sources about what is going on with the coronavirus at this time. I am a working mom too, and right now my daughter is out of school for 3 weeks, so I totally understand everything that people are going through with this situation. Plus, I have events that are scheduled that have been canceled too. I also have family members who are more at risk for this, and I have a small business, so I am affected by this directly, and indirectly we are all affected by it because we are all one community, truthfully. So I'm here just to give you 5 steps that you can use to really get through this pandemic, because the truth of the matter is there is some good that may come from this, and instead of adding to the fear factor, I'd really like to be a positive light in this time. And honestly, I was really hesitant to make this video because I do not want to be clickbait, or I do not want people to think that I'm just trying to have an opportunity here to get something out of this. I really want to do this to help you because I can honestly feel the energy. When I'm at the grocery store, I can feel the fear. I can feel that some babies are crying, and it honestly makes me a little uncomfortable. But from someone who is experiencing it and does have some of the anxiety around this issue, I'd really like to share with you things that are practical that you can do to help you get through this, okay? We are all in this together and we will get through it. So first up, the first step to getting through this pandemic or any hard situation in life is knowing the facts. Please do not rely on all your friends on social media who have either heard stories or just are sharing stories or just trying to add to this fear factor. Get the information from trusted sources. I'd like to give you just a brief overview of my understanding of this condition. Now, technically, everyone is at risk, just like getting the flu, okay? But the people who are more at risk are people with depressed immune systems, including those in the senior category. The disease is not airborne, so it's not just floating around in space, but you do catch it by breathing. So if you are next to someone who has coughed or sneezed, and those particles get in the air, then you breathe them in, you can contract the virus that way. Also, you can contract it if someone had coughed or sneezed onto a hard surface, and that surface is not contaminated. You touch the surface, put your hands in your mouth or your eyes or however, and then you can also contract it that way. Now, it's more likely to contract it by breathing in rather than touching something and contracting it that way. The thing about this virus is that there's just so much unknown about it. Now, the coronavirus family is not new. We have seen this before with SARS and MERS in the past. However, the COVID-19 is something that is new. So we really don't have a lot of information, and I think that's really what contributes to the fear, is that we just don't know so much about it, okay? And really, we're out of control. If you really think about life, I mean, there's a lot that we really don't control anyway, so that's another side note. Once you have the facts, you have got them from a trusted source, and you know the information that you need to know, the second step is taking the necessary precautions. So do follow the CDC recommendations of avoiding crowds, the social distancing. Also, you want to make sure you are washing your hands thoroughly. Sing baby shark, sing happy birthday, count to 20, do whatever you need to do to get those hands clean, and try to avoid putting them in your mouth, in your eyes. And also, if you are feeling unwell, just like any other thing, just stay home. So, number 1, you can get your rest, because rest is important for you healing a virus, and so you don't contaminate other people. And I mean necessary precautions. We are not going through an apocalypse, okay? But you do want to be prepared, get the food that you need. If you need to stay in your house for a week or however long you feel is comfortable and what's right for your family, and it depends on where you are, if you are having symptoms, and just the overall condition in your area. I'm in Ohio, and we just had our emergency alert on Thursday, March 12th. Step number 3 in getting through this pandemic or any hard situation is supporting your immune system. No matter what it is, if it's something that you are really trying to prevent a virus, or if you are just dealing with something that's very stressful, it's so important to support your immune system. Because as we know, when your immune system is depressed, then it makes it very difficult for your body to fight off any disease, and it makes it difficult to prevent yourself from getting disease. So then if you ever notice, if you're super stressed out and you end up getting more coughs and colds just because your immune system is depressed. And you may have heard that before, but do you know why that is? And I'm not going to get into all the scientific reasoning behind it. Stress wreaks havoc on our bodies, and let me explain to you why. If you can imagine that your body has this much energy, okay? This is all the energy that your body has in order to deal with all the different processes that are going on. So you have many systems in your body, okay? Your muscular system, your skin, your respiratory system, your circulatory system, your nervous system, your digestive system, your reproductive system. Did I miss any? You have systems, and these systems require a certain amount of energy in order to function. And what happens when you're stressed? Stress comes up, fight or flight response kicks in. And fight or flight is when your body thinks it's in danger. So it revs up to either fight somebody, fight that bear, tackle him to the ground, or run the hell away. Then your body's getting prepared for that. So guess what it does with that energy? So now it's all this energy, it says, okay, digestion, we don't really need that right now because we can survive for a few days without eating. A reproductive system, we don't really need that either because right now I just want to live. Because it doesn't matter if I die right now, I can't have a baby anyway. Let's see what else. The skin. Oh yeah, we don't really need that. That can be fine. You know, it'll still be covered. It might look terrible, but that's okay. So what it then does is it sends its energy to your nervous system. It sends energy to your circulatory system. It sends energy to your respiratory system. So it makes you breathe. You know, if you ever feel like your heart is racing really fast, your breathing is getting shallower, your eyes are opening, you're getting stressed, you're like high alert, you know, your body is doing that for a reason. It's actually a good thing that happens. That means your body's working. However, when you stay in that state of mind and you stay at that level of stress, like I mentioned, all these other systems start to go away. Your immune system is one of those systems that now is compromised. Partially because the digestive system is compromised, or 70 to 80% of our immune system lies in our gut. So basically, there just isn't enough energy to go to the areas that are necessary for optimal functioning, okay? So that's one big reason why you really want to lower your stress. And so your body can divide that energy between all of the systems. And this is when chronic stress can really become issues because it's when it's for an extended period of time. And right now, we've been going through this as a country for a couple months now. We are going to continue going through this for a couple more months, but we will get through it. We do have a choice, and we can either make the best of it or we can continue to let it stress us out and then cause more problems for ourselves, which means increasing our risk of catching this damn thing. The other things that you can do to support your immune system are having balanced meals. Now, what is a balanced meal? A balanced meal is a good source of protein, lots of vegetables and fruit because you need the antioxidants that fuel all your cells and different functions in your body. Protein is really great for your immune system and your hormone balancing. Also, fiber is great because it ends up taking bad things out of our system. One of the things that I really like doing is making soups. So I have a recipe for French onion soup, and I love making this French onion soup because it actually is very healing for your body. There are some antiviral properties in the thyme that I use. The onions also support your immune system and help you fight things. Just anything with a nice warm broth. There's collagen that supports your digestive system. Most of your immune system sits in your digestive system. You want to support your digestive system in order to support your immune system. The truth is, we're all connected. I mean, every part of our body is connected in every other part of our body. And then you and I and everyone around us are connected. We are all connected, and we're all going to get through this together, I promise. So another thing you can do to support your immune system are taking supplements. You know, vitamin C, vitamin D. Definitely speak with your doctor to see what is recommended for your body because we are not all built the same. We do not all require the same things. One of the things that I love taking, and I do not do this as a preventative throughout the whole year. I usually only take it as a preventative when I know things are going on right now. And also if I start to feel any sort of cough or sneeze or sniffle or an itchiness in my throat or anything like that, I take Thieves Vitality Essential Oil. It is a Young Living essential oil, and it's a blend of lemon, rosemary, clove, cinnamon, and eucalyptus. Now, all of those, except the eucalyptus, are food. You know, it's spices, it's fruit, herbs. Those are things that we take on a daily basis. But Young Living has formulated this supplement so it is safe for you to ingest. And the way I take it is taking a shot glass and I fill it halfway with water and add a drop of the Thieves and just drink it straight. I also like to add it to Ningxia Red. And if I'm being honest with you, there have been times where I will mix it with some Jack Daniel's Fire Whiskey. Okay, a hot toddy, anyone? Anyone hot toddy? And I also do give that to my daughter. Not the whiskey. Not the whiskey. I give her just in a shot glass with water. It's like cough syrup, but it really does support your immune system. You know, medicine is not going to cure a virus because of the fact that you can't kill it. You have to let your body fight it. And so the best thing you can do is support your body's natural ability to fight. So other things that you can do to support your immune system is drinking enough water. And this is simply because your body is made mostly of water and needs water for every single function of the body. So this whole thing is really about keeping optimal functioning of your body, because your body is what's responsible for fighting off any kind of sickness. You take medicine to help with the symptoms. A virus can warp itself somehow into a bacterial infection, and that's how people who do get the flu, they end up having secondary pneumonia if it goes too long. So that's really the scare, is like having it progress. So if we can just keep it, monitor it, manage it, and help our bodies fight it, we are going to be better off. Though the other thing is sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Have you heard that? No, let's not sleep when we're dead, because we're going to probably die earlier if we have that mentality. The truth is, if you are not prioritizing your sleep, you probably aren't getting enough. But the sleep is important. And what happens during sleep is your brain gets a chance to wipe away all the dirt and gunk that's built up over the day. So you're able to think better. So it's able to process and control your body better, because if you didn't know, the brain does control your body. It regulates everything in your body. So we really want to make sure we're taking care of that. So if you really think about sleep is for your brain, when your brain controls your body, you might make it a priority. And it's hard, I know, trust me, I struggle with this too. It's very important that you get enough sleep. And for you, 6 hours might be enough, or maybe 8 hours. It depends on the person. Now, I will say, if you are continuously getting 6 hours of sleep because you think, well, the minimum is 6 hours and I'm going to get 6 hours, that might not be enough for you. Some people are wonderful, feel refreshed, have energy off of 6 hours of sleep. If you do not, then you may want to increase that to 7 hours of sleep, maybe 8 hours of sleep. Really play with it. Like for me, I know like I will get a minimum of 6 hours, but that's not optimal for me. So when I know that 7.5 is my like sweet spot. So that's what I try to get every day. And again, every day is different. You know, it's really about a balance, but if you're not prioritizing your sleep, you probably aren't getting enough. So it's important to think about that for the health of your body, for you to function, for you to feel better. You know, exercise is not just about getting cut. It's not about losing weight. It's about your body functioning optimally and really working out your muscles. We are meant to move. Now, our muscles have other functions besides just movement or producing heat. Those are two main functions, but it also plays a role in your metabolism and in your immune system. So it's very important that you do get enough exercise. Now again, like everything in life, it's about balance. So I don't think that you need to go do HIIT training 7 days a week, but you can move every day. Take a 15-minute walk every single day. Or you can do 3 days of HIIT, 2 days of strength training, and 2 rest days. Whatever works out for you, just get moving. That's what your body craves. And especially for your immune system, because it is relieving stress, and that's what we're getting to next. So there are 4 ways that I've come up with for you to actually manage your stress that then will support your immune system, that then will help you to get through any hard situation. Now, first, be mindful. Be mindful of what you're doing. I don't know, on Friday, oh my God, everyone's running stop signs. People were coming out of everywhere. It's like, calm down. You're more likely to die from a car accident than to get this bug. So please relax and be mindful about what you're doing. When you're in the kitchen chopping vegetables, be mindful. Get out of your head, chop the vegetables so you don't chop your finger off, okay? because we're going to be starting to see that crazy stuff. Secondly, deep breathing is a great exercise to calm that nervous system. It resets our breathing. It resets our circulatory system. It resets our nervous system. It's very calming. So one exercise I like to do is to just breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you can move your hands like that. Breathe up and breathe down. Now what I want you to do is, as you're breathing in, and all these thoughts are coming in your mind, like, oh my God, all this stuff is so crazy, like I'm going to get sick, and people around me are going to die, and this sucks, and I don't know what I'm going to do, and like, what's going to happen? I want you to let that go. Next breath when you breathe in. All is well. I am safe. My family is safe. We're going to be fine. We'll get through this. Practice that. It really helps to calm down. Right now I feel like, whew, just practicing it without even the intention makes you calm. So it's a great exercise to do. Something else, which is actually part of what we just did, the last part, is reframing your thoughts. And that is when you take a negative thought that, like I said, it's easier to have a negative thought. So it takes you a little bit of time maybe to get that positive thought. So what you need to do is, if you have that negative thought, like, I don't know what I'm going to do with my kids. What am I going to do? Then you replace that with a positive thought. Simply, I'm going to figure it out, and we're going to get through this. Because if all you're thinking about is, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do, you're not actually going to find a solution to be able to do what you need to do. Okay, that's part of it. It's like, when we're so worried, we're not finding solutions. We're just worried and worried and worried and panicking. And you can think about this in every area of your life. If you feel like you're always complaining about the same thing, you feel like it's never changing, that's because you're always complaining about it and it's not changing. You're not changing something. What can you do over here? What's the solution? What's that positive thought that you can replace? The first positive thought can be, I'm going to get through this. And then when you start thinking, I'm going to get through this, then your brain starts coming up with ideas of how I'm going to get through this. It's like, oh, well, do I have a friend I can go to? Is it possible that she can come to work with me? Is there a family member that isn't sick? What am I going to do? You will figure it out. I promise you, you will figure it out and you will get through this. The next thing that you can do is prayer and meditation. Now, whether you believe in God or the universe or anything at all, I want you to really know that everything that is meant to be will be. And unfortunately, we don't have control over this. All we can do is manage our own selves right now. There is nothing crazy that we need to do. We have to wait this out. And this is a time for you to really just trust and have faith that we're going to get through this. Whatever that looks like for you. So by doing prayer, by sending Reiki, by just having your moments of meditation, whatever it is that helps you get through it, that also will calm your nervous system. That will help support your immune system. That will help you through this in any hard situation. Okay, so now step 4 in getting through the coronavirus pandemic or any hard situation in life is keep your mind distracted. This really follows along from the mindfulness and from the really stress management. One of the ways that you can do that is by distracting yourself with positive activities. So you can read books. Not reading the internet, not reading the Facebook feed, read books. Again, I do recommend you get the facts, but once you know the facts, stop looking at it. Is it actually serving you? Is it making you feel better by constantly getting these updates? Probably isn't. You know what you have to do. Just do that and wait it out. Read books, watch movies, play board games, do crafts. Make a craft yourself. If you have kids, get them involved. What I'm doing with my daughter is choosing one activity per day that we can do together and also letting her have some downtime. So it's not about being busy the whole entire time. Having some mindfulness, maybe we all need to sit down and journal. You can also clean your house. I bet there's some projects that you have not done that you've been wanting to do and been putting off. Isn't this an opportunity to get some of that stuff done? It'll distract your mind. It'll make the time pass. You'll actually get something done. You'll feel better when we get through this because we are going to get through this. And at the end, do you want to look back and be like, oh my God, I was worried for nothing? Or do you want to look back and say, wow, I got my filing cabinet organized. I organized my garage. That cabinet I've been putting off organizing the kitchen, the one with all the Tupperware, it's organized now. Now, don't get ahead of yourself. Those are actually the 3 things that I would like to do. Organize my filing cabinet, organize my garage, and organize this cabinet in my kitchen. But I'm going to be realistic. All those things are not going to get done. But the filing cabinet, I think we're going to tackle because Taylor loves shredding papers. So why not include her in this as a family activity? The other thing that you can do to help distract your mind is through journaling, through writing. Get all these thoughts out on paper, and then you can rip it up and throw it away. You can burn it. You can keep it if you really want to, if it helps you, but just get it out of your head so you don't have to think about it anymore. One of the things that I love doing that is like therapy for me, besides exercise, because I do think exercise is total therapy, which again, you can take walks. That is exercise, and that's also distracting your mind. And when you go out, you can look at nature. Again, this sickness is not just floating in the air. It's really being in one-on-one with people. So instead of being one-on-one with people, be one-on-one with nature. It'll be a great way for you and your family to get out and enjoy this time, because we do have a choice. We can either complain and worry, or we can look at the positives and get through this. So something else that I love to do that is like therapy to me is making a new recipe. I really do love being in the kitchen, as I've shared some videos. It's really creative and it distracts your mind if you find a new recipe and just try it out. I want to make a chocolate no-bake oatmeal cookie, and I've got some few ingredients that I'm going to do to try to put like a healthier spin on it. But that's one of the things, and that's actually an activity that I have planned for my daughter and I to do together. So it's nice to just be in the kitchen, we get to cook together, and then we also have an activity. Again, this is just about distracting your mind so we can get through this peacefully. So the fifth and final step to getting through the coronavirus pandemic or any hard situation in life is to look for the hidden opportunities. Focus on the positive. In every situation, every problem, there are hidden opportunities. I promise you. Now, I could tell you about my past and the fact that when I was 14, I found out I was legally blind, and that would have ended my world. And for 6 months, it probably did. You know, I was definitely depressed and went through it. But you know what? That is what I was given. That's what I had to do, and I had to look for the positives of it. Years later, I can look back and be like, oh my gosh, God made me blind so I could be a better massage therapist. So I could maybe even speak this story right here, right now. But you have to think that in every hard situation or tough time, there is something positive to come through it, and it's all has happened for a reason. Whether or not you know the reason at the time, because you probably don't, and searching for the reason is not going to give you the reason. The reason will develop over time, and you just have to be able to listen to that reason. So some of the positives that are going to come out of this is, number one, you have more quality time with your family now. I'm sure you feel sometimes like, do I really get enough time with them? We're so busy all the time. We're going to this activity and that activity. Well, all the activities are canceled now. So you have to spend time with your family. And again, you can choose to ignore each other and go your separate way, or you can choose to come together and do some of those activities I mentioned earlier about distracting your mind. It's an opportunity to get some household projects done. Spring cleaning time, what better way to get your spring cleaning done than being forced to stay in your house for a while? You know, that's an opportunity. Also, this is an opportunity to self-reflect and think about your life. Think about, were you ready for this? You know, think about your finances. Think about your mental state. You know, where is it that you may need help? So when something like this happens again, or just a hard situation comes up in life, because there will be hard situations that come up in life. And life is just not butterflies and rainbows, okay? Even if you want to think that. And being optimistic and hoping for the best does not mean that you are ignorant to the fact that bad things happen. Because trust me, I've had a lot of bad things happen to me in my life. And not every single day are peaches and butterflies and rainbows or whatever I just said. But I do find the positive in it and do get through it. This is a great time to think about what's really important to you. This is different for everyone. So take some time, journal about that. What really is important? And you can't always be prepared for everything, because you don't know the calamity. You don't know the severity of the issue, so it's hard to prepare for everything. But maybe could be a little bit more prepared. Maybe we all could be a little bit more prepared. You know, maybe financially, emotionally. Maybe there are certain things that you should implement into your life on a daily basis, like yoga or meditation or getting massages regularly, just journaling more, getting your exercise, just doing things that can actually help you and support you. Another area to look for opportunities is really what this is going to do for the big picture in our whole world. You know, we are so reliant on other countries, which I don't think is a bad thing. Again, with everything in life, it's all about balance. But we need to be able to maybe pull back on our outsourcing so we can be a little bit more self-reliant, which actually is going to boost our own economy here in the States. And I'm not saying completely get rid of connections with other countries. I do not believe in that at all. I just feel like this is an opportunity to create more jobs here and to help us prepare more for the future. And also, we may be making new vaccines now, because this is not the first time that we've seen the coronavirus family. Just like the flu, when that happened 100 years ago, you know, we have a vaccine for that to protect those people who are at risk for catching that. You know, something else that can change are processes that are happening around the world in other countries that may be contributing to this. And so it's really a great time for not only us to self-reflect, but for our world to self-reflect. You know, what can we do ourselves to help everything, and what can we do as a business owner? You know, if you own a large corporation and you're outsourcing all this stuff that we may be critical in times like this, can we pull that back? You know, there are lots of opportunities here, and I just want you to take this time to really look at the opportunities. I want you to focus on the positive. You know, listen, worrying is like rocking in a rocking chair. It takes a lot of energy and gets you nowhere. Okay? So I understand why those come up, but I want you to try to relax them, push them down, and really make the best of the situation, because there are positive things that are coming from it. So you know what to do now. As Maya Angelou once said, if you know better, you do better. You then take the necessary precautions, get prepared, make a plan, support your immune system, distract your mind, and look for the hidden opportunities here. And then wait it out. That's all we can do. As everything does, this too shall pass. And we will get through this together. And in the end, we are going to be stronger for it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video on the 5 steps to getting through the coronavirus pandemic or any hard situation in life. I really want you to think about this and use this and implement that in other areas of your life, because this is just one of the many struggles that we're going to be going through personally or globally. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And I look forward to sharing more information with you about overall health and wellness, my personal journey, and just connecting with you. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.